What's going on, everybody? My name is Mattatari, and today I'm here with a guide on how to obtain the Hylian shield in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a very easy process. I think a lot of people get intimidated by it because you have to venture into Hyrule Castle prematurely, but regardless, it is very simple. For this process, I really recommend you have the Master Sword. If you don't have the Master Sword or don't know how to get the Master Sword, just take a couple minutes, look up a guide on that because it makes all the difference here. I also recommend if you don't have too many hearts or you're prone to take a lot of damage, make sure you have a lot of food, plenty of food, and have some good armor. You know, I just used the basic Champion's Tunic when I went through here. It's really simple. Now, for most guides, they recommend you to go straight up to Hyrule Castle, straight through the front gates there. Not me. My guide is a lot different from what other people, the traditional guide here, but just bear with me. I'll walk you through it. Make sure you're aiming for this left tower here, the leftmost tower from the gates. That's where you're going to want to aim for. That's where you're going to want your starting point to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and run over there real fast just so you can see. It's really not that hard to get there. Just have to, you might run into a guardian or something like that. If that's the case, if you're prone to fight the guardians, go ahead. That's all good for you. I know it is time consuming. A lot of people don't like to fight them. If not, if you're able to sneak around them, great. That works just as fine. You don't have to fight a guardian here. You can literally do this with 3 hearts. So once you make your way to this pillar here, a lot of people also suggest you climb the pillar and drop down. It does work, but it's very unnecessary. You don't have to. It takes a long time to climb that pillar. I would also recommend saving here before you venture in if this is your first time going into Hyrule Castle. If you just walk over to the right of this pillar, there will be a small walk off where if you haven't been here before, it will trigger a cutscene because you're technically in Hyrule Castle. Basically, just walk around this pillar and there will be a small entrance right there, just a little entrance right there. That's where you're going to want to go. So just swim across this lake here. I'm just going to change my armor because that's just what I do when I swim. Just go ahead and swim right across. You'll be right where you need to be. A lot of people have a lot of out of the way measures to get to this point. It's really not that complicated. Just go right around the pillar and swim through this river. You will be there. Now, when you walk in, you might have to also deal with a couple guardians, the Sky Guardians. It's really not a big problem. Just run in. They will lose interest in you. There will be a wall here. I've already completed this, so not everything is already solved. There will be a wall there. Just blow it up with a bomb rune. Once you walk in, there will be a couple of these snow golem type people. If you want to take care of them, just use a fire arrow. If not, it's totally fine to just run around them. I really don't recommend fighting them, but if that's your thing, hey, do it. There will be a minecart over here. You're going to want to hop in there and use your time stopping rune to go ahead and place a time stop on the mine and just go to town on that cart. Just bash it to smithereens. It will send you forward. Just if it's not strong enough, you might have to do it twice. It will put you through to your next part here. Once you walk in that gateway over there, there will be another area for you to explore here. There's a couple eggs, nothing too special. You're going to want to walk or climb up that little entrance there. Keep going forward and there will be another wall for you to break with your rune, your bomb rune. Just go ahead and do that real fast. It will put you through to the next part of the Hyrule Castle basement here. You're going to want to go up here. There's a fork in the road. You can either go right or left. Go left. I can't stress that hard enough. If you go right, you will just be surrounded by an endless swarm of enemies. You won't be after anything. Just make sure you go left. At this point, there will be one of those yellow eyes and those goop. You just shoot that. It will unlock the gate here and move to the left. There will be an entryway here, and from there, it will prompt you to fight a Stolix. I forget exactly what it's called. Here's some footage from Boss Fight Database since I've already completed this. You're just gonna have to fight this. It's really not that hard. It's a Stolnox. That's the correct term here. Just bash it in. Aim for the eye. The eye is its weak point. Just go ahead and beat the Stolnox to smithereens. It shouldn't take too long, maybe a couple minutes. If you have the Master Sword, it only took me about 20 seconds to beat him. But other than that, once you defeat him, he will disappear. A treasure chest will pop up, and there will be a couple items here for you to pick up. Like there's like an eye or a thunder rod. They've got some monster parts and everything. If that's your thing, go ahead and collect all those. But once you're done with all of that, go ahead and open up this treasure chest here, and before you know it, you have the Hylian shield. It's really not that complicated. The only thing I would say that's complicated about this method is fighting the Stalnox. It's not that hard to get into Hyrule Castle, but I mean, just go ahead and grind if you don't think you can fight him. Once you've already beat him, got the shield, you can go ahead and leave the area, and that's all you have to do. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a like if this helped, share with your friends, share with anybody you think could benefit from this video. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys with another video.